Hello. Well, I guess you all heard the new term that came in the last few years, the deep state. What is it? I don't know if they gave any explanations on that, but I tell you where the concept, the understanding of it comes from. I didn't come up with the term, the deep state, but I wrote in this book, The Blue Communism, how America is not really run by the politicians, which are elected every few years, but it is run by the bureaucracy because the politicians come and go, but the bureaucrats are in the same place all their lives. And these bureaucrats are a good majority communists, blue communists. Now, how did they get there? Obviously, there was not such a thing as understanding, well, okay, let's go and all get jobs in the government and we're bureaucrats and then we'll run it. Because there is no such thing. There are no more communist meetings in America. The communist, the blue communist, has become a culture. They identify each other just by talking a few words. They immediately identify who they are. I identify them too because I was raised by them. I mean, by the communists. I'm the expert of the experts when it comes to communists. Well, anyway, how did they get these jobs into the government? All these communists got in there. I tell you why. And that is because I know communists. They, the communists, do not want to work for other people. They don't want to be exploited by some other human. So, because of that, they get a job in the government. They all do that out of the principle that they have in their heads, not because it was planned to do that. Because by working for the state, then they are not employed by somebody that is exploiting them. Okay? Now, you have, those are people on the left, the communists. The people on the right, who doesn't want to work for somebody else, they work for a while, but then after that, they start their own business. What happened, the communists, they do not have the brains or the determination or the ability to have their own business. So what did they do? They got government jobs. And this is the deep state. This immense coalition of all the communists that works into the government, and they all match their thinking, their ideas. That's what the deep state is. Somebody who read my book, The Blue Communist, understood what I said there and came up with a deep state and got a hell of a promotion for being so smart that he figured that. I'm saying that because a lot of things have been stolen from this book. This Blue Communist book already had a lot of influence in America because the only few thousand people that read it, they are all very important people. They got to it because I was in the internet, in an area where those people were reading everything that I wrote. I caught their attention. So because of that, they read my book, and things were propagated further down the road. But if you wanna find out about what's in this, I suggest you read this book. And you, when you read this book, you'll say, "Oh, that's where this thing came from." Because you'll see a lot of those things that you learn. Oh, it came from this book. So I suggest you read it because there there are a lot of interesting things in there. It's a very, very good book, very informative. Well, yeah, I wrote it, so I have to. I think I think of it that it is a good book. Well, it is. I worked 20 years on it, and I know good books. You see these books behind me? They are all antiquity books, and I studied them all. So I have a very good idea what a good book is. Well, anyway, this deep state, it is not only the problem that we have people like Adam Schiff and Hillary Clinton and all these other communists into the government. It is that these deep state, this coalition of blue communists that are working into the American bureaucracy is with them. So that's why America has this cancer, which is, I don't know how this cancer will be cured because it's a very, very deadly disease. Well, I think now you know what the deep state is. And if you agree with what I said and understood what I said and wants to help a little on this understanding, please share. Well, like it too. I don't get to care too much about the liking, but sharing. So as many Americans as possible will learn about these things. And so share it and let's hope that somehow we'll stop this cancer, this disease of the society, which is communism, because it is very, very deeply embedded into the American society. They are not too many. Communists are not a lot, not many. But they got into these key positions. And like I said, it was not because I got to get there because that, well, it was just because they want to get there. And then because the media, the fake news media, promoted them as well. And elected communists like Bill Clinton as president, and then Barack Obama, Hussein, Barack, another communist as president, and they named as head of the CIA and FBI their comrades. That's how they got there. How else? And there we are. America with a communist infested government. Well, people, thank you for watching. And let's hope that somehow we will manage to get America back on its feet. Well, they got to get Trump elected because otherwise it's going to be a disaster. See you on the next video.